here's the thing. You know it's all the way up there? It comes all the way back in. In there. And what's your name?
Martin.
Martin. Well done, Martin. And what happens when you try and get up out of the seat?
Still there.
You start coming out of the seat still. That's an odd thing. Now, do you want to be hypnotising anybody?
No,
and you
heard everything. Yeah, I'm aware of everybody in the room.
And you're chatting. Do you feel like you're in a deep trance or anything?
No, I'm not in a trance.
You're not in a trance
Well,
at all?
no, I'm not.
Okay.
Very aware of what's going on.
Now, what you want to do now is take a really big breath in. Just let it out. Find yourself completely free to move and be as you need to be, knowing you have a powerful inner mind to do wonderful things in your life. Because you created that experience for yourself. And you have that ability. Of course, you can get up out of the chair, whenever you wish to. Thank you very much.
Hi there, welcome to part 8 of How to Hypnotise Without Trance. What you have just seen is the end of a Hypnosis Without Trance formal hypnosis session. And you've seen me, this isn't quite the right words for it, but taking the person out of the altered reality and putting them back into their everyday reality. It's exiting the session. Now this is important, it's an important little phase. In classic trance-based hypnosis, they place a lot of emphasis on this, how you return somebody to their normal waking state, having had them in trance. Now of course, with hypnosis without trance, we're not taking anybody into a weird, far-out state that's been framed as trance. So the process doesn't have to be quite so intricate, but there does need to be something that marks the end of the session. There needs to be something that marks the altered reality and the return to regular everyday reality. And as you will have seen from the video, it's very, very simple to do. All I ever really do is say, okay, go ahead and just take a breath in and just breathe out and let that out and just boom, just notice how everything returns to normal. And that's it. And after that, if someone's been stuck, I just have them check and go ahead and make sure you can stand up from your chair, make sure you can move your hand, make sure you can see me clearly, make sure everything is as it needs to be. So I'll just have a little check afterwards, they check in. Now, that's the basic ending, but there's a couple of little details I want to add in, a couple of little modifiers which may become relevant. The first is, during the formal session, even if you've just been playing about with hypnotic phenomena, you may have decided to give the person some positive suggestions, some post-hypnotic suggestions that you want them to take forward into their life after this session is closed. Now, if you just close the session down and say everything returns to normal, you have a chance of wiping those suggestions out. So just be aware of that and put in a little modifying suggestion, something along the lines of, go ahead, take a breath in, and breathe out, that's right, and just allow everything to return to normal, being aware that your inner mind now knows some things that are important for you in the future. And as you know that and you're aware of that now, you can begin to wonder what difference that will make. So it's just a suggestion of taking forward anything positive into the future, and you can use that term as well, taking forward anything that's positive for you into the future. So that's the first thing. The second thing is, you may not have given any post-hypnotic suggestions, but you still want to empower that person. It's a great thing to do, to give somebody a positive experience. It will help you out for the future. They will be happy to be a subject for your hypnosis experiments in the future if you give them a positive experience. Remember, in the hypnotic partnership video, we're not in that Svengali mind control mindset. We're there working with the person to give them an experience, and we can do that in such a way as to empower them. So what I often do at the end of a session, and you'll see this at the end, I'm going to put a clip on at the end. The audio is terrible, so you might have to strain your ears to hear it, but it's a good example. What I often do is I'll say, after the person's had a wild and far out experience, you know, that wasn't really me doing anything there. That was you creating that, because you have that power and you have that capability within your mind. And when you know that, and you know that now, I wonder what difference that will make for you in the future when you come into situations where you know you have that little bit of extra power and that ability to shape your reality in ways that are useful. Because it can be an interesting thing to find that out. So that's just an example, an off-the-cuff example of how I might structure an empowering suggestion to put at the end of the session after we've done the formal exit piece. And the clip I'm about to show now will show that. As I say, please forgive the sound quality. You won't be able to make out the words exactly that I'm saying, but you will at least see me doing it and you'll be able to get a sense for doing that. Okay, thank you for watching this video. And the next one is going to be really exciting stuff because it's starting to get into building flexibility and adaptability and starting to manage things so as you can avoid catastrophic failures. Okay, before we look at this last clip of the exiting phase of an impromptu hypnosis session, I just want to say something, a quick note about post-hypnotic suggestion. I was talking about post-hypnotic suggestion a lot there. I'd like you to be aware that we are going to cover post-hypnotic suggestion in greater detail towards the end of this How to Hypnotize Without Trance course. Okay, let's watch the clip. Exiting hypnosis.
Yeah, they are. Go ahead, try and step with that. Right foot. Find the left one still. They both stick in when you try and step. Isn't that a weird thing? Yeah. That's not usual, is it? That's not normal. It's a bit weird, it's a bit different. Now that's your inner mind, the power of your inner mind connection. Take a big breath in. Breathe out. Just feel and get free and easy and loose, and then you can stay. Very easy. Now that's not me doing that.
No, I didn't think I would be able to do that visually.
Yeah, there's loads of other things to do as well that we don't know. Hypnosis is up to you. Don't want people to make changes in their lives. Stop doing things they don't want to do. It's literally things that you do within yourself.